All right, Browns fans, we've got a lot to break down today, and trust me, you're going to want to stick around until the end of this one. Cleveland has some major decisions to make, and with the NFL draft right around the corner, things are getting intense. But before we dive in, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to stay updated on everything Browns related. Let's start with some big news. Cleveland has officially set its offseason schedule. The Browns will kick things off with offseason workouts on April 22nd, leading up to OTAs on May 27th to 28th, May 30th, June 3rd to 4th, June 6th, and then June 16th to 19th. Mandatory minicamp will be from June 10th to 12th. But here's an interesting twist. Cleveland is one of only 4 teams scheduling an OTA session after minicamp. What does that mean? Maybe it's about squeezing in more reps. Maybe it's about finalizing the roster. Or maybe, just maybe, the Browns are planning something big. Now, speaking of big, let's talk about Deshaun Watson. Just when we thought the Watson saga couldn't take another turn, boom, another setback. GM Andrew Berry revealed that Watson had an unexpected complication in his Achilles recovery. Right now, the team doesn't have all the details, but what we do know is that it's going to extend his timeline. Watson first tore his Achilles in Week 7 against Cincinnati, and since then, his road to recovery has been anything but smooth. During his exit physical, he told doctors that something didn't feel right, and here we are. The question now is, what does this mean for the Browns' future? Berry was clear that it's too early to tell whether Watson will be ready for training camp, let alone the season opener. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, that contract. Watson restructured his deal back in December, but he's still locked in with $92 million fully guaranteed for 2025 and 2026. He's played just 19 games since signing his $230 million contract in 2022 and has yet to complete a full season. That's tough, Browns fans. No sugarcoating it. This is a huge problem for Cleveland. So, what's the solution? Well, ESPN's Dan Orlovsky dropped a bold take on the Pat McAfee show. He thinks the Browns should make a move for Kirk Cousins and draft Travis Hunter at number 2 overall. That's right, Orlovsky believes that bringing in Cousins, a veteran QB familiar with Kevin Stefanski's system, could turn this team into an instant contender. Now, let's be real here, Cousins has his own concerns. He's coming off his worst season in a decade, throwing a career-high 16 interceptions, and let's not forget, he also tore his Achilles in 2023. But Orlovsky's argument is that Cousins never felt comfortable in Atlanta because of their offensive scheme, which didn't use enough play-action plays, the thing he thrives in. And guess who built an offense around that style before? Kevin Stefanski, when he was in Minnesota. If Cleveland could bring Cousins in, Orlovsky believes the Browns could draft Heisman Trophy winner Travis Hunter to fill a major hole at wide receiver. Now that is an interesting idea. Of course, getting Cousins isn't simple. He's only 1 year into his 4-year, $180 million contract with the Falcons. That means Cleveland would need to trade for him or wait for Atlanta to buy out his deal. And given that Cousins still has a hefty guaranteed salary, the Falcons would have to eat a lot of money to make this work. Meanwhile, Travis Hunter at number 2? That's also a gamble. The Colorado star is one of the most talented players in this draft, but the Browns passing on a quarterback could raise some eyebrows. With the Titans picking first, Cleveland could still have their pick between Abdul Carter, Cam Ward, or Shedeur Sanders. But if they don't believe in any of those guys as their future QB, Hunter might be the move. So, Browns fans, this is where I turn it over to you. What's the best path forward? Should Cleveland take a chance on Kirk Cousins and draft a game-changer like Travis Hunter? Or do they need to find their quarterback of the future, even if it means rolling the dice on a young and proven player? And what about Watson? Do you think he'll ever take another snap for the Browns, or is this contract officially the worst decision in franchise history? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Now, let's talk about what's going down in Cleveland as we inch closer to the NFL draft. The Browns are making major moves in their draft evaluations, and they've got a big night planned in Colorado. Cleveland is set to host quarterback Shedeur Sanders and wide receiver/cornerback Travis Hunter for a private dinner in Boulder before attending their pro day on Friday. This is a crucial step in the team's decision-making process as they prepare for the number 2 overall pick. This dinner isn't just a casual meet-up, it's a strategic move that could shape the future of the franchise. Now, this isn't the first time Cleveland has spent time with Sanders and Hunter. The Browns have already had them in for top 30 visits at their practice facility earlier this month. The front office and coaching staff have been doing their homework, conducting private workouts with other top QB prospects like Cam Ward, Jackson Dart, and Jalen Milroe. On top of that, they've taken linebacker Abdul Carter, who's still recovering from a shoulder injury, out to dinner with his family. Clearly, the Browns are casting a wide net to make sure they land the right talent for their future. So what does this all mean? It suggests that Cleveland is keeping its options open, but their interest in Sanders and Hunter is very real. If the Browns believe Shedeur Sanders is the franchise quarterback they need, this dinner and pro day will be a final chance to confirm that. But if they think Hunter's elite versatility and playmaking ability could be the missing piece, they might lean in that direction instead. Either way, expect some big decisions coming soon. Speaking of big moves, we have to talk about Jameis Winston. He might be heading to New York, but before making things official with the Giants, Winston had a heartfelt message for Cleveland. On Thursday, he posted a farewell message to the Dawg Pound, saying he was forever grateful for the support from Browns fans. He thanked the city of Cleveland and said this past season was one of growth, service, and adaptability. And of course, he made sure to shout out the most legendary moment of his time in Cleveland, the epic snow game win against the Pittsburgh Steelers on Thursday Night Football. That game wasn't just a victory, it was an instant classic that will be remembered by Browns fans for years to come. Winston's time in Cleveland was short, but he made an impact, stepping in after Deshaun Watson's injury. He played in 12 games and started 7, throwing for over 2,100 yards and 13 touchdowns. While he had some turnover issues, his 497-yard, 4-touchdown performance against Denver was one for the record books. Browns fans will definitely remember his energy and passion, and the team made sure to send him off with a classy message, thanking him for his contributions. Now, with Winston gone, the Browns are moving forward with Kenny Pickett, who they acquired from Philadelphia in exchange for Dorian Thompson-Robinson. But let's be honest, the QB situation is still up in the air, especially with Watson's ongoing recovery concerns. That's why the draft process is so critical this year, and why these meetings with guys like Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter matter so much. The front office has a tough choice to make, and the pressure is on to get it right. So, Browns fans, let's hear it. Should Cleveland go all in on Shedeur Sanders and make him the future of the franchise, or is Travis Hunter the better pick to bring an immediate impact on both sides of the ball? And what are your thoughts on Jameis Winston's time in Cleveland? Did he leave his mark, or was it just a brief chapter? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And before you go, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to stay updated on everything Browns. Go Dogs!